So in this video I'd like to talk about positioning, and in this game specifically about flanking. It turns out that many people understand that when they are driving light and medium tanks, it's a good idea to flank, but in their minds it seems to be just driving around. But the point of this maneuver is to create a crossfire when your team is able to shoot at the enemy tanks from several directions, which makes fire more effective. I also noticed that I have T-34 and I didn't want to leave that tank alone in the center of the map because it could be rushed. So I went to the center of the map. My team flanked and I'm effectively flanking right now because one flank is on the edge of the map and another flank is the center of the map, which means me and T-34, which by the way decided not to support me and went somewhere else. But still, I'm pretty effective here because I created crossfire and I'm able to shoot to the side of IS-5. Unfortunately, now the team just starts to running cycles around the map, not being very useful. What the enemy team should be doing, they probably should have retreated and the heavy tanks should be somewhere in the middle of the map going to the town, because they would have created that crossfire situation. Oh, that T-45. Yeah. Yeah. Is he still there? Yeah, why not? I expect that Type 62 would be hunting me down and he's here, but he doesn't have the health to fight me. So that was win for us, and the important takeaway from this game is that you shouldn't be just running around the map. You should be looking for opportunities to create the crossfire. That's the point of flanking. So you're able to shoot at the side or the back of enemy tanks. It's just heavy tanks are slower, so they go where it's easier for them to go. But if you're driving medium or light tanks, you typically drive around because you're just faster, and that's it. But in principle, it doesn't matter how you flank. You just have to understand that you have to create the crossfire, and that's it. And now in this game, I'm not even sure where to go because you have so many tank destroyers. So I decided that I would just perch myself on top of some hill and would look for opportunities, which is what tank destroyers do. And I expect that the first opportunities will be in the center of the map, and here comes my brother, Object 704. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to connect my first shot because it was way too hasty, but now, yep, punished. Yeah, he's pretty dead. Unfortunately, we are being flanked. I'm spotted because I turned, and that medium tank was also spotting me. What to do now? My team went and parked on the hill, which is probably a good idea. I haven't noticed how I stayed alone. I noticed that there is STI in the towns, which means that it would be tough for me to retreat because I would get into the crossfire from these medium tanks and probably someone from the town. So I just decided to stay here and to defend. Fortunately, my opponents are not very bright. I'm pinging for help, and I will be getting help because I have really good support from behind. So this this medium tank didn't expect that, but that's what happens when you have support behind you. So what could I say about positioning in this particular game? Even though I have medium tanks in front of me, I feel pretty safe because I have support from behind. And this is something which you should provide for your teammates. The wrong behavior here would be if our team would get to the top of the hill and then they would be rolling further, leaving me alone. That would be a disaster because those medium tanks would have rushed me and they would be killing our team from behind. The right play is, of course, is to make sure that you provide support for your teammates. Oh, that object! That he could kill me with a single shot, so I'm just running away from this tank destroyer, and fortunately I have some help from medium tanks. I'm connecting one shell and I'm baking out because I expect it to turn and hit me hard, so I just don't, none of this. So, positioning. If you see that you are kind of caught in a crossfire, try to find some cover and try to just stand and tank the damage. And you also should look for opportunities to help and provide cover and support for your teammates because it's very important. Yeah, that's the lesson here. Alright, good luck and see you on the battlefield.